Hey, hello, good evening. It's another session today of the markets, and I hope everyone is well. And I hope you had a great day trading, and of course, and hope you're healthy, which is most important, really. Once you have your health, you have everything. Okay. As usual, we had an amazing trading day, trading the markets today, and quite a few things happening actually. I think today was one of those days. He was shellacking. I think everything literally just got sold off, to be honest. So let's have a look. How did it play? So yeah, if you look at the cues, I mean, it kind of felt like everything came crashing down. The world was coming to an end. But if you're looking at the cues right here, it's literally just less than 1%, really. I'm looking at it right here, and you can see we had less than 1% sell-off, which again doesn't look as bad, really, because like I said again, even though everything came crashing down, but overall, it's not a disaster as thought or previously thought. So let's look at the other factors in the market. Okay, of course, also, was it yesterday I was looking at Starbucks? I think I was meant to talk about that yesterday. It kind of skipped my mind, but anyway, Starbucks yesterday, it went, oh yeah, I did mention to Starbucks, it went on a high, and what happened? It finally got sold off. Well, it couldn't retain it. So there you go. So, that is telling us something right there. So yes, I think the bidders are there, but unfortunately, he just couldn't be able to get the bid. So we'll keep an eye on Starbucks. But overall, I think the key major incidents today, we still have another, pardon me, we have another looming government shutdown. And I think President Trump has been working quite hard, he said today, to prevent another shutdown. I mean, it's going to be shutdown. Trump, the third shutdown, really, probably protracted. And there's been a vote in the House, which is looking like they might just happen tomorrow. But again, President Trump is working on that. Also, Amazon is in talks to invest about $50 billion in OpenAI, according to people familiar with the matter, and what could be a giant bet on hot AI startup. This is from Wall Street Journal. So yes, Amazon wants to invest in. I mean, there's been that talk of OpenAI and the finance, which is just been a lot shaky. But how is Amazon itself performing? I think Amazon's actually not been bad, but let's see. Okay, so looking at Amazon again. Sorry, I was laughing at the news right there. So yeah, you can see Amazon has actually been. I don't know what else I can say. I just think Amazon has been struggling, and if I say Amazon has been struggling, I mean Amazon has been struggling because if you look at the share price, you can see over the few. I was trying to put it out over a few um, weeks. There you go. Just couldn't break since 3rd of November. It just couldn't break that 250 high. And it's been around that 245 level since for about a year now. So if you look at it, this is you could decide to draw a wage on it, but I choose not to. But you can see Amazon has been around that level since January 2025. So yeah, happy anniversary, Amazon, on not being able to break through your level. That's just one of these. So, and ChatGPT maker seeking about 100 billion in new capital from investor around that could value it as much as 830 billion. This is a company that's still not making money. The investment could make Amazon the biggest contributor in the round, and the CEO and the chassis of Amazon is leading the negotiation with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, according to some of the people. The exact shape of the deal, should one be reached, could still change, and the people said, in other AI news, Anthropic and the Pentagon are clashing, imperiling a $200 million contract. Anyway, Anthropic is yet to to IPO. So wouldn't really talk much about that. Again, of course, another one is $140 million loss at BlackRock. It's a reviving question about the accuracy of financial disclosures to individual investors in the booming private credit industry. BlackRock's business development companies surprised investors last week when it disclosed a 19% decline in the net asset value of the investments it owns, blaming poor performance in the last quarter of 2025. But the fund managers had marked most of the same investments at or near cost in financial releases as recently as November. According to WSJ analysis, Wall Street and the Trump administration are pushing for similar private credit products to be added to 401ks and retirement plans for ordinary investors. A spokesman for BlackRock declined to comment. So, um, can you trust these guys? BlackRock, what is it saying? Sorry, should be two words. Yeah, there you go. BlackRock. Uh, did the market blink? That's the key point. Did the market blink? What did the market say? There you go. It doesn't look like the markets really cared as much anyway. But as they say, everything tends to happen, and you could literally just see that's when things happen. Markets will drop for a reason. Do you really need a reason to drop? I mean, BlackRock is it's amazing, but come on, man. Investment managers, what can I say? $183 billion, $184 billion market cap. Oh well, all good. Okay, also in another one today, we had the VIX, which got a proper lift today. The VIX just went on a rampage. I think it wasn't too bad, to be fair. 19 is still about okay. Yeah, VIX went at 19. Not what we have never seen before. I think people, like Trump said last year, are you tired of winning? People got used to winning, and we got used to VIX not climbing generally, and that's what we have. So 19 and everyone is losing their mind. It's coming, relax. Also, yesterday, Jay Powell, held rates. President Trump, as usual, made another tweet. Why not? Also, we also have the crude oil, which made a rally today and it's been pumping since yesterday. Look at that, 65. That's a position it's not been since October 2025. Or should I say, yeah, or September 2025. That's a 3, 4 months level it got to. And you can see my line, which has always been there. It's finally broke it. But hey, do I really want to buy it now? Not interested of the slightest, to be honest. But there you go. So crude oil make the move, and that's impressive. But I think the key story today is we had copper volatility. Oh my goodness. Copper is moving like Bitcoin. I think copper had, smashed the all-time high, and it just keeps crushing it. There you go. So we had copper broke out of that range. That's that one. We had silver. It's quite strange actually because silver collapsed today. Likewise gold, but now it seems to be getting the lift back again. Silver collapsed today. People had to take profits, and I've got to say something else when it comes to some of the stocks. Look, you wouldn't even realize that it collapsed at all. Extremely, extremely stretched and extended. Also, gold, you could see that long wick right there. That is silver. Okay. Also, we had gold. Gold also gave some of it back today, but within a few hours, it was back 60, 70% reiterating. And you can see gold also made another lift. Look at that volatility. If you can handle this, you can handle anything. Look, jollof rice and pounded yam is nothing to you if you can handle this. Why not? That is gold again. So gotta be careful there. As long as you got a good level in, then you're good. I'm just watching from the sidelines. I've got no dog in this fight at all. But the most crucial one also for today, which affected most of the market, was Microsoft. Microsoft got very, very weak, and the market felt it. Come on, trading view. Market felt it. I think it was a 12% down. Look at that. So Microsoft, look at the candle right there. this happened to me last year, and I said this year it's not gonna be the same. And look at that. So I expect, more further weakness to come in Microsoft. That's the 10% weakness right there. I've been talking about Microsoft, I've been calling it weakness for a while now. So, all these things doesn't really phase me. If you're seeing it from afar, from a distance, you could just tell it's coming. It's coming. Likewise, so all the a lot of the software are down. Software is down really. Look at the Palantir, King of Software, still down, can't get a lift. Hood, Robin Hood. There you go. Where is he? Robin Hood as well. Still very, very weak from his 153 high. So it's shaved one third of its market cap. It's giving it all back. What else? What else? What else did we have? I mean, I have I have a few lists of of majority of the big software that went down today. Let's have a look. So, I mean, we do have some of them which are, baying all-time high, but look at this. Look at this list. Look at this list. Drop down from 52-week highs. We've got Fig, Duolingo, 74% down. Trade Desk, Team. Is it Now? Yeah. Oh, Now was a Now was it was a huge sell-off today. Now, uh, Rubrik, ZS, Zscaler, CRM, Adobe, Vive. So I mean, Now was just one. I think the CEO was actually doing a buyback as well, but he didn't make a dent at all. You're not gonna catch me here, not with my money. Again, also, I mean. But I've been talking about the software being down. Now let's look at the hardware who actually made a huge move. I mean, look at SNDK. SNDK was I think he had his earnings today, and that was amazing. Look at that after hours. That is a 14%. And that as a result of that, we're gonna have more extension in Micron. Micron just does not have brakes. It just keeps going. Wouldn't doesn't know how to stop at all. Look what Micron's doing. Again, I mean, I don't even want to look into it all. I think year to date, Micron must have done, where is let's find it. There you go. Year to date, Micron was, oh, I need to, okay, let's look at that level. There you go. Year to date, Micron's done, it's on a third, 30% already. That's impressive. So, I mean, you don't want to get in its way. Just let it calmly finish its run. But look, do I really want to be buying at this point? Not exactly. And again, this is hardware. Hardware is saying something. Also, if you look at Western Digital, I think WDC, all these guys are, I mean, they all seen a lot, to be honest. So WDC, which is also another hardware, there's quite a few of them like that. Come on, there you go. Look at that. All the charts look exactly the same. And since they broke out of that range, they just never looked back. Since July last year, this has done about two, 2.5x. Okay, 250%. That's what I mean. So these guys are the play. This is the place to be, not software right now. Right now, I think software's got to sit down and just, have a seat. Also, after hours, we had Deckers. Deckers had a great move. I didn't listen to the earnings, but look at that. That is a 13% move right now. This might just be good for retail. Retail, which I've been preaching about retail since last year, right? I'm a cheerleader for retail. And, eventually, anyway, people say eventually you'll be right. I mean, I've been right since I've been screaming at 85, and now it went 109, came back down, and only to get a push for 113. So that's impressive. Um, I think also this is a very small one. I was looking at Dow yesterday, not the Dow Jones, but just the company Dow Inc. And I've been talking about the boring, the boring, the boring. It- It's quite funny because they sold off, well, at the earnings, but just reclaimed it back. So that's one of the things I say. I look at the boring, and that's fine. Boring means money to me. Also, Tesla, I'm reading a rumor about how Tesla might just merge with oh my goodness. Elon Musk said SpaceX is considering a merger with Tesla or XAI. A we all know what's it called, wants to IPO SpaceX at some point this year. We don't know what day, or I don't know what date, but we know Tesla needs help. And whenever this thing is desperate, Elon Musk just throws you a gauntlet, grab that carrot, sell it, and you might think, yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, that has given Tesla a temporary lift. As far as I'm concerned, this is temporary. This is still a short. Sorry, mate. It is the market. What else do we have? I think let me just think in terms of earnings. Today we had 118. Apple has been amazing as usual, as expected as well. Uh, Apple, not Alcoa. Let's see. Apple. Forbidden fruits. Come on, there you go. Yeah. My goodness, trading view, get it right. Okay, so that's Apple right there. But I'm not sure how market's taking it. Doesn't look as impressive, to be fair. But anyway, it's up. That's all that matters. It still remains green. Can it carry the market? I think absolutely it can. We've got Visa as well. Visa is, look at that, after hours, not a lot to say. MasterCard, I'm not exactly bullish in this, guys, to be honest. I think decentralization is happening and there's a lot better places you probably might put your money in. But except these guys are changing very well with the time. So you look at MasterCard. Again, MasterCard, nothing exciting. What else do we have? We are looking at, yeah, I'm looking at the after hours really. But so this some of the ones. LRCX has been amazing. Speaking of memory, LRCX, look at that. LRCX. I remember selling this at 90. But there you go. Look at that. It's now at 243. We also have IBM. IBM is being very impressive as well. There you go. IBM crushing all-time high. Um, even AT&T. So I don't think AT&T did very well. But so these are the things we are. I mean, this are some of the companies what should I say? I'm looking at, and that gave the thing. Somebody keeps talking about waste management, which is impressive. Waste management is an amazing company. We only have three big waste management companies in America. It's one of the three biggest, and I think I remember looking at this company at some point well below 80 or so. There you go. And now it's about 223. Look, time is your friend in the market. Be patient. If you've got good companies, just relax. And I know Bill Gates is one of the biggest investors in this space. Okay, anyway, tomorrow is a Friday. We'll probably have some options expiring. We have, oh, ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, I like that. I think ExxonMobil they have already delivered the earnings. Don't think it was anything earth-shattering. And likewise, I remember someone in the group is talking about SoFi. So ExxonMobil, like I said, I'm not exactly bullish. Even on SoFi as well. I wasn't expecting much movement in SoFi. So let's see how that went also. Again, SoFi, ExxonMobil has already, benefited from, the incursion in Venezuela. And there you go, you have SoFi right here. So again, not a lot of moves expected in this, guys. I mean, I'm actually bearish in the short term. I'm not talking about the long term, really. But other than that, there's not a lot going on for me personally. I'm just watching. I've got a few positions I'm interested in, but look, am I actually participating? Sometimes you just don't do anything. But until then, guys, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you all on the field